If you've got enough money, you can literally build a satellite and pay to ride share it into orbit, and then
for sure, bro. Appeal to imaginary future.
To your own self with it. How much more evidence do you need? You can't do that with
appeal to future fallacy.
When the sun approaches us.
Again.
Appeal to future fallacy. Yeah, when in the future, when you get rich, you can build a satellite. Appeal to future fallacy.
No.
Fallacious argument.
No, under your view, the sun gets closer to you as it approaches solar noon, right? Under your worldview?
No, not necessarily.
Doesn't say because it gets further away from you?
No, not necessarily.
Why does the sun set if not going from further away from you under your worldview?
Why does my gun reload on Call of Duty?
That means that he can't explain it, but he still believes it.
Because he knows, like, the answer. Because he knows the next question.
I don't need an explanation of empirical reality.
He knows.
I don't need an explanation. I don't need an explanation of empirical reality, bro.
He knows the next question would be, why does it change in size?
Front page of the Guardian there, keep that on there for me because they've gone quite big on this.
What was that?
I've actually got a video that I'm going to show here, and so I'm going to put it in the live chat, and you can watch it.
I don't know, like it's just some weird straw man where you're trying to pigeonhole me to some, I don't know where you got your flat earth.
What was the?
You're trying to impose someone else's flat earth model on me, and it's like, dude, I don't know what you're talking about.
He knows the next question. He knows the next question. My dishonest straw man, and it's like, dude, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, bro. What was the straw man that I gave?
You don't know what the fuck you're talking. I mean, something about the sun having to be like. You're looking at it get closer and farther. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, bro.
That's funny because I thought I just asked you a question. I didn't say that under your worldview the sun sets.
What you implied.
All I did was ask you is.
Now he's rationalizing his lie. Now he's lying about what happened.
All I did was ask you a question.
Flat earthers are silly.
Now he's just lying about what happened, bro. Just really funny.
All I did was lie. If the sun does get closer as it reaches solar.
We know that's what you did. Yeah.
What is the question? And now you're spiraling.
You filling the air with lies doesn't make your claim true. Sorry.
What is the sun? Flat earthers are silly.
The sun is an object that, through nuclear fusion, creates electromagnetic radiation.
All right, can you provide
that's
size?
What was your question? Someone else was talking over you.
I want to know its size and composition.
You would have to use like spectroscopy.
Spectroscopy will tell us its size and chemical composition.
I mean, I'm pretty sure if that's kind of the right word. I mean, I'm pretty sure that can tell you its chemical.
I will claim, and I will get back to you. Flat earthers are
the size would be determined by.
It's a half a degree. It's a half a degree big.
You can determine the size by knowing the distance from the object and taking a photo and count and like figuring that out. Or
how do you know the distance? How do you know the distance?
Well, for example,
measure it with trigonometry.
You can track it that's one way. You can also track like an actual probe that you send out there.
Wait, you can measure the distance to it through trigonometry without knowing the size? Simply. Wow.
Yeah.
So you believe how accurate do you think you can be?
Within a million miles probably.
Wow, dude. Wow.
Yeah, because would you agree that you know how far you are from somewhere on Earth?
Would I agree that I know how far I am from something on Earth?
You can measure distances. Yeah, you can measure distances on Earth that are accurate.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So then all you have to do is take parallax measurements to the sun. You can see how when you take a photo, say you and a buddy take a photo of the exact same sun, and you can figure out the distance by
You
all
mean
you need is two sides and an angle, or angle side angle, and then you know how
You
far
mean
it's
you
going.
can't
Put your tape measure to the sun.
Wait,
Therefore, you're just doing calculations.
dude.
Yeah, you're just doing trigonometry, as I mentioned at the beginning. If you were listening,
My. Dude, wait. So you're saying
No
from different
measured distance.
Are you saying it's from different locations that you take these measurements? These angles.
yeah, different distances that which we know the distances between
Wait, but doesn't that
different
assume,
locations.
Doesn't that assume the terrain?
No, you said that we can measure it, and we can know.
Wait, it doesn't assume the terrain. If you're in two different locations on the Earth.
That's right.
So wait. But what if it's curving?
It doesn't matter. You draw a straight line through it.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can calculate the straight line distance partially through the Earth, and you can then see how far away the sun is on our model.
Wait, so you calculate assuming curvature, right?
Of course.
Yeah, so that's assuming that's a globe, dude. What the?
No, you calculate with trigonometry measurements. You don't calculate based on it being a globe.
What is that? You can't just say you calculate using trigonometry measurements. Trigonometry is math. Like explain, dude.
You can get it by taking pictures of through a telescope and
You know what, IC Spin? Do you ever think what's the dumbest thing I could say, and then just say it?
No, because I'll leave that up to you.
Who's the young guy? Was it K1?
Juan.
Who was just K1 was yeah, dude. So I think you're seeing what's going on here, right? Like you can see that these cobras do not have answers, and you're going to see very shortly that if you try to press them, it's going to get really silly really quick.
Yeah, because usually you will let the answer out.
Well, I mean, Psyop, it seems like you need to maybe control yourself a bit more. I don't know, but also you should.
You know, I am enjoying. You're right. You're right. I shouldn't get so worked up, but I'm definitely enjoying myself right now.
Well, that's good. I mean, I think do you know how to explain a sunset on a flat Earth model?
It's a great.
Yeah, it's that the sun is an image. You're watching an image go behind something. You're not watching like a physical, real ball of gas go into the ocean.
Well, no, that's
I'm not watching like a ball. I'm not watching a ball go into the ocean, right? I'm watching an image
That's not what I'm
that's
asking.
projected against a backdrop, and the image is being skewed.
Wait, the image of the sun is being projected from a place on Earth? What places on Earth is it being projected from?
Hey guys, can I ask my question again?
I didn't say that.
Oh, no, hang on. You said it's being projected onto a screen.
I didn't say that. Oh, I didn't say. Okay, yeah. The backdrop is this guy.
Yeah, so where is it being projected from?
I have no idea.
From Earth or from another place outside of the backdrop?
It could be either. I have no idea, honestly.
Would that be in space?
That's not what I.
Well, space is all around us, so everything is in space.
I mean, I would agree with that statement.
Psyop, I asked the question how do you know how a sunset works? Not what the sun is.
Yeah, like it's an image being obscured as it goes beneath something, or like you can replicate. We can replicate this, like
physically
with lights, projectors, all kinds of stuff.
Dude, is it physically obscured by like the curvature of the Earth, or what? Like, what's going on?
We don't know where the sun is physically, so we don't know if the sun is physically being obscured by the Earth. We know the image is like whatever is causing the image that we call the sun. It may not be physically what we think it is. Essentially, all we know is that the image is obscured.
What makes you think it's a projected image?
And the way it behaves, I don't know.
Go on.
Do you think that sunburns are physical?
So like if I'm looking at, like, if there's you and then there's a mirror and I'm looking at the reflection of you, you could say I'm looking at you, but what I'm really looking at is an image of you, right? I'm not looking directly at you. Or or say I'm looking at you and you're behind some sort of lens.
You're still looking at a.
And you're yo, motherfucker.
Finish your point already. You talk for fucking ever. We get the point.
Yeah, blah blah blah. You don't get the point because you guys never understand shit ever.
Well, where's the strong image?
Let me just get this thing being reflected. I'm asking. The last guy asked the question. You guys are just blatantly interrupting because you're disrespectful retards.
Okay.
I would have been done. I would have been done. I would have been done long ago if you didn't interrupt. If you didn't interrupt, I'd be done.
Why?
So, you making noise out of your face. You making noise out of your face. Is not helping me hurry up.
I understand what you mean.
Yo, be quiet. Yo, be quiet. Yo, be quiet. Okay. This is the problem. I would be done in 30 seconds, less than 30 seconds, if you guys didn't interrupt me constantly. So I'm going to get to the point now. If I'm looking at you, and there's a lens between myself and you, the image I see will be an image of you that is distorted and displaced from where you actually are. So even in the case of, like, not a reflection, but just, like, lensing, I'm also, again, looking at an image. I'm not looking at you. You could say I'm looking at you, but it's not, like, I'm not directly looking at you. I'm looking at an image of you. Thank you very much.
But you, in that example, are still physical, right?
Why does
Yes. In those examples, but then there's an example of a TV screen with Shrek. If you're looking at an image of Shrek, there's no physical Shrek that's based on, so it could be that too.
But the
Like, image does not confer physicality to what you're seeing in the image.
Okay, so sunburns, right? They can be caused by non-physical things.
Dude, is a reflection in a mirror a physical thing? Like, is that?
It's a reflection of a physical thing. It is a reflection of a physical thing. Yes.
Yeah. So if the sun is a projection of a physical thing, then boom.
So it's
Okay.
You ignored the Shrek example because there's no physical Shrek.
I'm not. I don't want to be put on a paradigm that I don't believe in.
Let's stick with the one thing.
To incredulity, actually.
Let's stick with the one hypothesis that it's a reflection, and like what we're seeing is a mirror image. Why are we only seeing the sun in the mirror image as it moves across the sky instead of any other thing that the mirror is reflecting?
Well, what other things is the mirror reflecting?
No, I'm saying all the celestial objects are similar in nature.
I want him to answer that. Like, what other things is the mirror reflecting?
What other things that I think are projections would be the stars, planets, moon. And like I'm saying, there could be a physical thing. I do believe there is a physical thing, but I believe you are looking at the image of this thing. But there is a possibility that it is not a physical thing, and it is like Shrek, where there is no physical thing.
You. I don't disagree with you really. I think flat earthers are silly. That dude, the silly dude, asked, like, why don't you see these other? If you're using the reflection paradigm, then why don't we see anything else reflected? Like, what else would be reflected, dude?
The water, the clouds,
the water,
the land.
Wow, dude. Wow. So you're like those people who say that, why don't we see stars when the people are on the moon? Why don't we see the stars? And then
I know why. It's because the light that's going into the camera is not allowing you to see the distant lights in the background. The same reason why you can't see.
Not just the camera, dude. Not just the camera. The astronauts as well. When they were on the spaceship, they were like, we couldn't see the stars. It was black because of the backlight.
It's just because of exposure, man. It's simple.
Simple
you
answer,
have to overexpose
like,
it to see the stars.
Same
You underexpose
concept.
it to see the Earth.
Same exact concept. Like, that's dumb. Like, I don't get why
photography
like,
works.
why doesn't it reflect the ocean? Like, that's weird, dude.
Yeah, see, you're noticing their intellectual bias, that they'll be smart, extremely smart when it comes to things that support them, but then when it comes to things that don't support them, they all of a sudden becoming retards. You're not actually that retarded, you're just a deceiver. Because I've heard you being smart before. Yeah, exactly, thank you.
You use latitude measurements You don't use globe assumptions to measure to the sun. You agree
so
that
we're
that's
bringing
1
it up
degree
again?
every 69 miles?
We're bringing this up again.
Well, yeah, because I
Wait,
didn't.
did it take you that long to Google it, dude?
No, it didn't. I've had that information. I just haven't been able to say it.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, but you agree that 1 degree is 69 miles, right? So
Sure.
you can know distances if you're on the same
I
latitude
know that,
line
I know that.
as someone else.
You can know
it's
distances
globe or
based
flat.
on that information. 1 degree, 69 miles.
Yeah, and you agree that that's a thing, right?
Sure. What about it?
So then you can know distances, whether it's flat or globe. It doesn't assume the globe.
No, that's assuming the distance to the sun, dude.
No, you get the distance between you and another person. Say it's 1,000 miles for the sake of argument, and then you can measure the difference in the angle and parallax, and you
Yeah.
have 2 angles and one side.
You have 2
and then
angles,
you can know
yeah,
how far
sure.
away it is.
Sure,
Sure,
but in your paradigm, dude, it's not 2 angles. The sun, the light of the sun coming to your eyes is it's coming at the same exact angle. It's all parallel. But in your paradigm, you're just standing at different angles.
No, it's not parallel, and nobody thinks it is.
What? 93 million miles away, and it's not.
Nobody thinks it's parallel.
Thank you. Oh yes, this is great. I fucking love these Globers, bro. That's so great.
No. Don't say that.
Wow.
Nobody thinks
Simply
it's parallel. It's almost parallel.
Yo, we
It's
should have a
not
fucking
parallel.
parade for this guy.
Would y'all let him speak? Gosh damn.
This guy, I'm a cheerleader. God damn.
Here come the Gravelers.
Yeah, I know you're like a black eye to the damn flat earthers, man. I would mute you if I was a flat earther.
Yes, cheerleader. That's fine.
Keep talking, dude.
You're like a cheerleader to the globe Earth. Oh wait, we all know that.
I'm heading out.
Who was that? K1?
Yeah,
Don't tell me you. Damn it! You're the only normal person in here. Fuck.
No, you got this. Or you can leave yourself. I mean, I think, like, you guys, Globers, you need to educate yourself. Like, this is getting tiring, like, and kind of boring, I think.
So what is it we need to educate on specifically?
Our model and yours.
Oh, you've got a model? Can you give me something about your
Yeah,
model? Predictive
yeah,
and stuff?
A basic model. You don't even have a model with all the specifics. And if
No, I
you
do.
knew your model,
I mean,
you would know that.
Oh, I do. I can. I mean, what do you want to do? I can come up with it and do it.
Explain dark energy and dark matter, dude. Explain dark
That's not
energy.
a globe model. That's a dang
Wow.
fucking straw man of the globe model. Nothing.
That's not
nothing
part of your
about
model.
it.
That's not
Nothing
a
about the
model. Yo.
universe.
This is what flat earthers do.
It's
Is
it's not
They're
a
just
model.
spiraling. Yeah.
Wait,
Yo, dark energy is not a model. Dark matter is not a model. Yo, that's
Refrain, notice how you asked him to tell us something about our model, and what did he do? He immediately switched it back to the globe, right? That's all they do. That's just
Yeah. Well, I mean, dark matter and dark energy is part of the universal, issues, but nothing outside of our solar system requires dark matter, dark energy, or any of that. So I don't talk about that generally.
Wait,
Notice
so
how the guy completely missed.
Wait, you don't believe that the Earth is revolving around the sun?
Yes, that's our solar system. That's the heliocentric model, and it does not include dark matter and dark energy.
Yeah, you're kind
Does
of
the sun
dependent
go around
you're
the
kind of
galactic
dependent
center?
on dark energy and dark matter to say that the Earth is not in the center.
Yeah, it does
what
nothing
keeps the
about
sun
Earth.
up on flat Earth? What keeps the sun up in the sky?
The sun
That's a big problem too. Yeah, the dude said he had a model. The dude said he had a model. I want his model of flat Earth.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's
so
simple. Like he said, we don't put anything in there that we can't see. We put only what we can see. So what we
How
see
many
is
people are
like-
answering?
Let
How many
K1
too many
go.
people are
Let
answering?
K1 go, bro. He's roasting these guys, and they're having to be deceiving and lying to try and win.
Again, dude, if you were listening, you would hear that I said we don't have a model that has all of the specifics, but we have a general model, just like you guys. You don't have all the specifics worked out and everything. You can't even explain a lunar eclipse.
Well, I can too.
See, this is the-
110%. I can explain every aspect.
No, don't let him do that. That was pretty good, Quan.
Yeah, I know it. He flipped it again. They won't let us answer.
Eclipse, dude.
You guys let us answer.
That was pretty
Dude,
cool.
what's the cell in the lunar eclipse?
Yeah, we can explain every aspect of it, but the question is, what is it on the flat Earth?
And what is it on the globe Earth? Because you guys...
You're the one got the model, Bubba.
No,
Yeah, the moon blocking the sun. On the globe Earth, it's the moon blocking the sun. What is it on the flat Earth?
Hey,
Yeah, so we don't care. We don't need to know that.
There it is.
Okay. Can we go down the list of things that flat earthers can't explain? Like lunar phases,
Listen to this. You guys...
solar lunar eclipses, the tides,
Look, you go look up...
See how they'll cry about the moderation or whatever.
retrograde motion of the
They're just
planets.
interrupting K1. Yeah, Jake is just interrupting K1 because he's afraid.
Yeah, so you guys are always like, no, like, literally, look up on YouTube, Flat Earth, just look up that, and you'll find these YouTube shorts, YouTube videos with this, like, 10 things that debunk the Flat Earth, or debunking the Flat Earth in 60 seconds, and always, one of the proofs, quote unquote, is, oh, there's a lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipses prove that the Earth is a ball because, like, you can see a round shadow go over the moon. And, like...
Yeah, matter of fact, yes.
Do you believe that?
I like how you don't let him finish the point because you're afraid.
So do you believe that, dude? Do you believe that?
Yeah, do you want to see a Terrence Tao video on it? It's
hey,
like,
you want me to destroy the lunar eclipses on the globe? You want me to destroy it?
Yes, let's destroy it.
Oh, the Selenian eclipse. It's not
No,
predictable
not that.
on the globe.
Not
Yeah,
that.
it's not, dude.
Let's destroy it. Let's destroy it, boys.
You think it is? Do you think it is predictable?
I know the argument, K1. I've already heard it. But yeah, they're not gonna have a response for it. Let me just tell you before you make it.
Forward. Refraction.
Half a degree on each way. Yep, it's easily done.
No. Why? What direction does the moon move?
Yourself,
Definitely.
dude.
Well,
What
you have
direction
to
does the moon
be able to think in 3D is the problem. But I mean, I can show you in a model. I can show you in a model. I can show you in a model.
Moves towards the
But it's
west.
hard to think about if you can't think in 3D.
Yeah, Slice Arcane modeled this in like 2017 over the
Last
stupid
planet.
direction of the shadow. I mean,
Jake.
come on.
Jake,
Yo, let K1 destroy you.
I wonder how long he's been around. I wonder how long he's been around. It's been kind of like
Simple
old argument.
answer, please. What direction does
Yeah,
the moon
K1
move?
let K1 destroy.
What direction does the moon move?
East to west.
That's incorrect. You don't know your own model, wow.
Are we
Yeah,
talking
you
about
claim-
from the
okay.
perspective of an observer on the surface of the Earth?
The Earth rotates, making
He's
it look like
asking
it
the
moves.
dynamics. Which way does it
Wow.
move? Not what way do we observe?
Oh, it's orbit. Its orbit is with Earth rotation. Yeah.
Its orbit is west to east, okay?
See, dude, you don't even know your own model.
Well, yeah, it's up longer in the sky during the day. It's up longer than the sun. Yeah, it's kind of.
Who cares?
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, then you
Okay,
care.
so
You're the one asking. You're the one asking. So.
Yeah, you're just talking about, continue to talk about things that are... So, does it ever change direction?
Change direction. What do you mean?
Does it ever change direction from going west to east to west?
No, it doesn't.
Like retrograde motion? Why would you ask that?
Consistent,
No,
bro. In the
no.
globe. Just answer the fucking question. They can't answer the question honestly, so I'll just answer for them. No, it
You
doesn't.
know what? Somebody should mute you. You're not even in this conversation.
Shut
Just
up!
shut the fuck
Shut
up.
up, cheerleader!
Oh
Shut
my
up, cheerleader! I made the answer.
Of this conversation.
Okay, so
Like,
it
stop,
doesn't
let him
change. Okay, it doesn't change direction. So, why does the shadow sometimes enter from the east and sometimes from the west?
There again, you have to be able to think in 3D. I can illustrate it and show it to you, but you have to be able to think in 3D.
That's just reality.
Yeah,
That's
do
just
that,
reality.
dude. Show the dynamics.
It has nothing to do with
No,
3D.
it's just motion, dude. It's just motion, and it does exactly what it's supposed to do.
I
What?
said show
Valerian?
us the dynamics, not talk about the kinematics. Like, oh, it's in motion. Like, that's ridiculous. Show us
Oh,
the
you want to know
dynamics.
the dynamics are it's moving at a certain orbital velocity
That's not
relative to its altitude, and that's what keeps it up there. Well, that's the dynamics.
Direction.
That's the dynamics.
Direction.
You talking about forces, or are you talking about this position in motion?
Okay, so kinematics in this context, it's what we...
direction, not velocity.
Do you know the difference in the kinematics and the what is it, kinematic equivalent?
Dynamics.
Dynamics.
And
Okay,
dynamic equivalence.
In this context, kinematics are simply what we see, like what we see happen in the sky, but the dynamics would be like what is causing, like what shape of the Earth would best match this. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. It's at an orbital velocity relative to its altitude, and it just hangs out and orbits the Earth.
That does not explain the dynamics of the eclipse we're talking about, where sometimes it comes from the west, sometimes it comes from the east, sometimes the south, sometimes the north. That's not explaining the dynamics. Ridiculous.
It only explains.
It's just relative to Go ahead.
It would only explain. It would only explain when it sometimes comes from the north or south. I wouldn't explain it changing direction, completely flipping 180 degrees around. No tilt.
I've never seen an eclipse path across the ground change direction.
No, it doesn't just change direction in the middle. It's just that different eclipses have different directions that comes from.
Depends on what side of the ecliptic you're on.
No. Cardinal direction is not based on what side of Earth you are on.
It does. It depends on what side of the ecliptic you're on, buddy.
Okay, that's not true. Because if you're in the northern hemisphere and you point north, it's not a different direction than when you're in the southern hemisphere and you point north. It's still the same cardinal direction.
What are you talking about? Which direction the eclipse comes from?
It comes from the east, west, north,
west or west to east. It depends on which side of the ecliptic you're on.
No.
Yes.
No.
I'm sorry, but you're just wrong.
You guys are going to tell me that depending on what side of the Earth you're on, the sun would rise in the west. Basically, what you would have to start saying.
No, it depends on whether the moon is rising up into the ecliptic or descending down into the ecliptic.
Yes, and we've accounted for that.
How?
When the moon is supposed to be descending into the ecliptic, it's coming from the wrong direction.
No,
it would actually not be entering into the shadow.
No, that is not right.
Wow. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. So we've already accounted for that, and I didn't even send you the video of something where it wouldn't make any sense. The direction the shadow's moving.
I'd be happy to have you send me that video. I'll tear it apart.
Okay.
Wow. Is this like actually how dumb people are nowadays?
I just got all excited there for a minute. He said he had a model. I was like, ooh, I've been looking for that for years.
Well,
we know you haven't found your own.
2500 years, your model still has flaws in it.
The azimuth equidistant projection with the sun and moon as projections is our model. What of it?
There you go.
I guess.
I'm not going to argue with Left Lane about it. I love Left Lane. But I'm just saying, like, we could stand that same ground the way the Globers hold the globe down. And we can do it, it's tit for tat, and it's stupid to do. Mad respect to everybody up in here.